Kaskade, Deadmau5, welcome to America's Dance 30, or should I say Kx5, welcome to America's Dance 30.
Whatever.
You should.
There it is.
Now, Kaskade, Joel and I were talking about this earlier. Have you guys decided if it's going to be KX5 or K5? What are you going with name branding wise?
This is legal debating. We couldn't do K5 because it's a band in Florida. As I just learned now. I did not know that. We're just going as KX5. I suppose. You know what? You want to just
I say K5, but whatever.
I say it too, but like honestly, if it's hurting feelings to a certain band in Florida, then maybe we won't. I'm really indifferent.
I heard the band in Florida goes by X.
Wait, and then Gene Simmons comes in with K5 is pronounced kiss. Yeah.
But seriously, after we're done with this, you guys should Google K5 Passion if you haven't heard it. It's like from the old school Florida breakbeat scene. It is a really good song from back then.
Name all 5 members.
I don't even think there was 5 members. Name the 5 members in Deadmau5.
Yeah. Okay.
Well, let's get on with this. You know, it has been a long time since I've got a chance to catch up with you guys. Deadmau5, this is actually the first time we're getting to officially chat. How have you two been during the entire craziness of the last 2 years?
Well, I'd be a lot better if I got a nickel every time someone asked me that question.
Hey, I'm sorry for caring about you guys. Jesus.
I don't care about Joel at all. I'd never ask him that.
No,
whatever. We made it.
We hit each other up as soon as the restrictions got lifted. Hey, how's it going? You're still here, right?
Kaskade is still a thing, right?
I was like, they're letting you out of that prison they call Canada. Will they let you in?
Well, I was held up by a couple transport trucks. But...
yeah, at the border. Now, congratulations on the brand new smash, Escape with Hayla. We're going to be talking about that coming up. I'm going to ask the question that's been on my mind, that's been on all of your fans' minds, that I'm sure you've been asked 100 times already. Why is it taking so long for you guys to get back together for a song?
I think we were seeing other people for a couple years there. We were just like, we should just be friends for like a little bit.
That's right.
I need some time to think, Ryan.
15 years ago, I blew the proposal. I blew it. I didn't get down on one knee. He was like, this is it. I'm out of here. This ring sucks. So now it's official.
Well, the panties in the car seat. That's the deal breaker for me. So
who had to break the news to who that it was friends with benefits?
This is hilarious. All I can hear is you. All my manager can hear is me, so he's very concerned.
Stop the interview. This is it. Dean's like trying to find the router in the room. Like,
He's just arbitrarily clipping wires.
I've already grabbed a screenshot of this and sent it off to TMZ, so it's all good. Your manager should be fine. Now, before we chat the brand new song from K5 or KX5, Escape, let's get to know Deadmau5 and Kaskade a little better with Finky's favorites. Now, the toughest question that I always ask the artists, of course, both of you guys have an amazing catalog of gems. Ryan, what is your favorite Kaskade song?
Yeah. You know what I do, Ryan? Here's a little interview pro tip. When some dude comes up to you and start asking you what your favorite song is, ask him if he has kids. Hey, Brian, do you have kids?
I have 2 cats.
Kids.
Cats? Well, they're my kids.
Okay. Which one of those cats is your favorite?
Aiden, but don't tell Tucker.
It works better on kids.
I've used that example, but
you get them to publicly say and on the record what their favorite kid is.
Then let me flip this around. Joel, what is your favorite Kaskade song?
Oh, I remember for sure, hands down.
Faxing Berlin's my favorite Deadmau5 song.
See, was that so hard to choose kids?
Okay.
By the way, I tell my youngest kid all the time, I'm like, shh, don't tell your sisters. You are my favorite. You're totally for sure I'm screwing them up, but like
I would do that.
Kaskade, back in November, you had people complaining in a hotel room that you were being way too loud and you had to shut your music down. We were on the One Music Av call and you were telling us that cops got called to your studio for being too loud. What is your favorite song to play really loud?
Any song. Like, I have a problem with volume. That story, that goes on. This is a reoccurring theme in my life. I've been kicked out of apartment buildings. Like, this is your third warning, Mr. Radin. You are out. Like, it's not that. It's just like, I like to listen to music loudly. It's not like any particular song. It's not like I put La Bamba and I'm like, you have to listen to this loud. Like, it's just like whatever I'm listening to, I like to listen to loud.
You know what's really good loud that you wouldn't think? The theme song from The Price is Right.
Really?
Yeah. It is this hot take, but it's like one of my favorite pieces of music. It's just so musical. I love it. It's like it's that.
Is it mixed though? Is it mixed though?
No. I think it's just a composition.
Okay.
There's like that 2-bar repetition, but then it just doesn't seem to repeat itself. You know, like when bands end a song and they have that fake ending, but then it's like and then it picks up again.
Yes.
It's like that, but like prolonged longer than usual, and that's what I like about it. It's like it's like holy shit, it's genius.
This is genius. This is. We gotta find out who wrote that.
I would have ended it after the second bar. And then that's it. That's the theme.
Now, Deadmau5, you are a fellow cat dad like myself. In fact, my oldest, my favorite, Aiden, looks exactly like Meowington's, except he's got a goatee. What is your favorite thing about being a cat dad?
You don't have to walk them.
Fact.
Wow.
Fact.
Yeah, I'm a dog guy.
I'm not going to hold that against you, Kaskade. But what is your favorite thing about being a dog dad?
Animals are cool just in general because it doesn't matter how like stupid you've been that day or whatever. You come home and they still like jump in your lap and like all excited and give you love.
It's perfect. It's perfect, isn't it?
Cats ignore you, right?
Cats aren't like that.
Like, you're home. Why? Yeah, I've had cat. I grew up with cats.
Now, both of you guys have obviously played every festival possible all over the world. Do you have a favorite show that you have played?
Man, it's hard. These are hard questions.
Those
Dude.
are tough questions because you're going to hurt a lot of feelings. I love them all. They all offer their own unique.
That is such BS. Come on.
Every city I've ever visited is amazing. The fans are all amazing.
This might be a bit of a hot take, but I really love the shows that are just production shows that were guarantees and got canceled. And I don't even have to be there. Like those are kind of like I'm just being honest. Those are my favorite shows. The force majeures are so good.
Now, is your management going to hit me up after this and say, "Hey, you're going to have to take that out of the interview"?
Probably not.
No way, because that's legit. That's probably for any artist. Come on, man. I mean, look, I have lots of favorite shows I could talk about.
Force majeure fest.
There's nothing better than when you're about to board a plane and like, don't get on the plane. The show's been canceled.
Because you could actually show up.
Yep.
And then it's canceled. But that's actually happened a few times.
But dude, it's even better when you have a show where your expectations are so low. You're like, oh, this is just gonna freaking suck. I hate this crowd, whatever. Do
you want to mention where? No,
I'm giving you a very blanket statement. But then you show up to the show, not even if the crowd, just whatever, the festival, whatever, everything's gone wrong, production's wrong, the cube can't show, whatever the thing is. But then you play the show and like, you're like, this was insane, which has happened at countless times in my career where it's like I didn't expect much, but then I walk away like that was freaking bananas. What happened? Oh my gosh, this is amazing. No, those are the best shows when you have like no expectations or low expectations and then you're blown away by what happens.
Yeah, it just makes it that much better. Now, finally, in Finky's favorites, let's have a come together moment. Ryan, what is your favorite thing about Joel?
What I do in the privacy of my own hotel room is my own business.
Wait, I missed the question.
If you guys want to come together, that's fine. Me, I'm doing that on my own time.
Lies. You are not a team player. You are not a team player.
No, I don't. It's not a group activity.
Ryan, the question was,
spectator sport.
What is your favorite thing about Joel?
His sense of humor.
Of course.
Listen, why we work together, although he's very funny and we actually have lots of fun on these calls there. So yes, sense of humor is good. But listen, I respect Joel a lot musically. I mean, I always have. That's how I reached out to him first. I didn't really know much of anything about him. Just I had a handful of his songs. I was like, man, this guy's doing something different and it's amazing. What's this dude's deal? Let me reach out to him. So collaborating with him is always great because it's one of those things that I trust him. When he's like, hey, I've got an idea, bounce that down, send it over. I'm like, I know it's going to come back better. I trust him. So, and I can't say that with most people that I've collaborated with. So.
Man, you're just trying to piss off everybody, aren't you?
Hurting everyone's feelings today.
Well, I'm just saying where it's like, listen, I know you've collaborated with people where it's like, I think it'll come back better, maybe, but maybe it'll be worse. I don't know. With Joel, I'm like, nah, dude, he'll freaking smash it. It'll be great. And if he doesn't, that one little thing that irritates me, I'll just take that out.
And I'll hold it over his head until the next guy that does something better comes along, and he'll feel shit about it on the next interview.
Exactly.
That's cool.
Now, Joel, what is your favorite thing about Ryan?
Ryan is just he's a cow in India. He's just chill, you know. He's got nothing to worry about. Ain't no one gonna hack him to pieces too much. He's just really easygoing and easy to please, and gives me, the kind of creative freedom that I like to have.
And then just takes out the stuff.
Or does it without me knowing and just doesn't tell me he did.
Wait,
and that's fine too, because I probably forgot.
Let's talk the brand new smash Escape with Hayla. How did the song come together? How was it born?
I think initially it was pitched to us by a colleague of my manager's who found the track originally, which was just piano and her singing, and then it would turn into like, let's give it to Deadmau5 and see what he does with it. And then I kind of noodled with it for like a little bit. And then it was around the same time we were in discussions about probably spinning something up with Ryan anyway. And I was like, whoa, we have this too. So then I kind of tooled it up a little bit more and then gave it to Ryan and tooled it up even more. And then, we kind of settled on like a finished product of it. So it was pretty cool.
And how long did that entire process take from you getting the demo to it finally being mastered?
Realistically, like about 7 months, but that's only due to me sitting on ass for a minute, like thinking about it and, and then doing other things and then coming back to it where it's not like I just didn't want to have it on my plate. Like, it was like, ooh, if we're talking about like my man hours that went into it, it could have been done in a week. But like, I tend to like, hit brick walls with ideas and I don't sit on it or bang my head on it for too long. And I just kind of push it off to the side and then work on some other weird thing and then go back to it and stuff like that. So then when Ryan kind of entered the arena with the whole concept of everything too, I was like, oh, okay, well here, I have this thing, and I'm sure he understands he does the same thing too, where he's like, you kind of hit a wall with something and you're just like, well, I know a guy who will 100% do the thing and, either add or remove or something, just to make it get it in a spot where it is. And so that's kind of what happened.
And something I love to find out about songs is how many different versions there are of a song. How many different versions of Escape were there? 3,
right? The original, right? That was sent to me, which was just, done, but not done. Then the me and Ryan thing. And then I kind of on my free time during like one of these like flow state weeks that I had where I was like just messing around the studio, I ended up doing like another version of it. That's like a lot, like a big long play kind of, festival filler version kind of thing that actually is a lot different, but just something like a tool for me to play. So it's like, it's always fun to play a song in a format that isn't its original format, but has so much of the commonality of the original. When you play it at a festival, it's like, wait a minute, that's Ghosts and stuff, but it's not the song, he's singing on a different one. You know, it's just like a fun little tool to play with. So there's that version of it as well.
Now, you guys talk about trusting each other so much. When you guys are working together, like on Escape or Move For Me or I Remember, Ryan, is there a lot of going back and forth as to the direction you guys are going to go on a song? Or do you usually just agree with it pretty much the entire way?
There's a little bit of friction, but not much. It's not like I have to have that lead synth. Oh my gosh, Joel muted it. I'm out of here. Not now. First of all, I never get on anything that bad where I'm like, dude, no, we have to have this. I don't know. To me, it's all just idea phase until it gets right near the end. So it's like, cool, here's a bunch of ideas. I think it works, whatever. Some works better than others. I don't know. It's stupid to get like so stuck on something, whatever.
I just love the chill attitude. Joel, are you the same way?
See what I'm saying?
Yeah, no, exactly.
Not always. I'm definitely more of a control freak. You know, like with certain people. You know what I mean? A lot of times I'm just happy to like throw the reins up. But you know, I can count those people on like one hand. Like there's a ceiling of my trust. Like I won't get in the helicopter with Ryan. I don't no way. It's just not happening. I was like, you know, no, you're just saying that. And I'm like, no, like I'm not going to ever.
Ever?
That's a long time.
I'm just reading the article in my mind by I'm like, yo, bro, that's like, do you really want to risk like, you know, the better part of PM in 2000 to
listen, dude, you know what happens to the back catalog? I put the helicopter in the ground.
Wow.
The value goes up like 100x.
I don't get to spend it.
There's got to be somebody out there that you love. Come on.
Not that much.
His cats are going to be set up for the rest of their lives.
Ryan, you used to play a Ibiza a bunch, right?
Yeah.
I've been on flights with like Richie Hawk and Carl Cox and literally the entire roster of the entirety of electronic music on a single flight, and I've always thought, man, this plane is the safest fucking plane in the world right now. Like this is like if this goes down, you know, it's just like this.
See, my brain, I would be thinking the exact opposite. I did a tour in Australia where it was a massive festival thing, and they flew us around.
Yeah,
we all flew together. You know, one of those things, right?
Yeah.
And I'm like, if this freaking thing goes down, I'm kind of like, I want to take the next flight, because like the story's too good, right? Like it's almost like it should go down. That's how the story should end. The festival was so successful, but then the plane went down. Everybody died.
Everyone was having a good time.
Then it's almost like it's writing itself at that point.
All I know is remind me never to get on a plane with either of you guys. Holy crap. Kaskade, Deadmau5. It is so awesome catching up with you guys. Congratulations on the brand new smash with Hayla, Escape. Thank you so much for your time on America's Dance 30.
You're welcome. Thank you for having us.
Thanks. Ooh.